First of all, I'm very honored, very happy to have this chance to communicate with our faculty, colleagues, and students. Maybe my study topic, is a little bit technical. Most of you are not familiar, with remote sensing. I will try to make it, easy to understand. I have 15 minutes. Okay, great. So my study actually is a coastal environment, coastal, between the land and the sea, that environment, and use the satellites, drones or planes, airplanes to monitor. So I am Stephen Zhang, from Department of Geography. My focus actually is mangroves, mangroves, and then all mangroves related issues, urbanization, all the things together. So first of all, I would like to introduce this mangroves to you. I believe this is easy to understand, So mangroves are special trees, Special trees are located actually in front of the land. Actually, they are located between the land and the sea, So they are facing a lot of challenges like typhoon, sea level rise, tsunamis, like that, from the sea. Also, they are facing challenges from the land. Human beings build up highways, build up buildings, constructions, all kinds of man-made features that will also affect. So this is why our mangroves, these mangroves grow very strong. You see, they are seedlings like this. This is very special. This is already a small tree, just on the mother tree. This is a special for forest. For trees, and then they can release the shot. From their leaves. This is very because the water. They are living have a lot of salt. It's a salty water, and salty water actually is bad for their growing. So they can release the salt like this. And their root system is very strong. Even have typhoon, have tsunami, most of them, they can still remain there. So in this way, the mangroves can protect the city. You know, in 2004, there's a tsunami, very huge tsunami in the Indian Ocean. Many villages, along the coast are washed away. Just totally washed away. But there's a village, quite a big village, many villages together in Bangladesh. They remain nothing, remain there, in such a huge tsunami because of they have a huge mangrove forest. So today, why we are studying this? Because they are decreasing. Mangrove forests in Hong Kong already lost 80%. 80% of Hong Kong's mangrove forests are already lost. This is why we study, we watch this. Of course, this is a distribution of mangrove forests over the whole world. Then you see they are growing in the tropical and subtropical areas, because the temperature they are living should be above 20 degrees, above average temperature above 20 degrees. So too cold, they will die. In 1 year, around 2018, there's a cold weather in Shenzhen. Just 1 day. 1 day the temperature decreased to around 0 degree. Then almost all the mangroves in Shenzhen, in one part, all die. Just in 1 day, they can die. So extreme weather is like this. So you see, these are the species. The color means the species. The species. So normally, generally in the whole world, there are only 82 species of mangroves. In Hong Kong, actually, we have 11 species, but the governments always say we have 8 species or 9 species. Why? Because the 2 species are exotic species from outside. So the government didn't count these 2 species. And I told this story to some international friends. They feel very strange. They say, oh, these 2 species are good, why you don't count? because it's exalted just in Hong Kong. Okay, in other places it's not. So our generally my study is to use the satellites to see their change. Okay, whether they are become less or more, whether this is caused by human activities or not, how to protect them. So most of my work is to go out to check whether they are. So just last week, I and some students go to Hongsheng, okay, Hongsheng, in Hong Kong near to Shenzhen to check their mango distribution. One thing that is quite interesting and quite surprising, it is Hong Kong government actually don't know how much mangroves we have in Hong Kong. Okay, because many mangroves grow in private land, private areas. So Hong Kong government didn't go there very easily to do the survey. And currently their database from Hong Kong updated just five years ago, but actually we found that their data is around, maybe some of them is 40 years ago. Their data is 40 years ago. So this is why we plan to go to many places in Hong Kong to check. This is how beneficial of mangrove forests can be, okay. Like sequestration for carbon, provide habitats to many crabs, many animals, okay. Actually, there are many animals that depends on mangrove forest. If mangrove forests disappear, they will also disappear. They can only live in mangrove forest. So this is also to provide the biodiversity and also many other benefits, okay. So if we lose the mangrove forest in Hong Kong, we may lose many animals, many type of animals, okay. 10 years ago, 2015 is my first time to see these mangroves. At that time, I already got my PhD degree. Okay, so I start studying mangroves after my graduation. Okay, this is very interesting. Okay, there are so many interesting. You see the landscape, the sceneries are very beautiful. Okay, this is Shenzhen, right? Hong Kong and between Hong Kong and Shenzhen, this is the Maipo areas, and actually this is a Hainan Island. So studying this, from time to time, I can bring my students to travel outside. We just see, okay, where there are mangroves, what species they are, whether how high they are, like that. So we hope, okay, sometimes doing research is boring, so we hope we can travel. And especially, there are many animals, especially the crabs. So we can eat the crabs. The crab is like this big, okay, mangrove crabs. They only live in the mangroves. Mangrove crabs, but it's very expensive, I would like to say. Even in Hainan, okay, Hainan, the life expense is low, okay. One crab also costs 200 renminbi. 200, one crab. just this crab, this kind of crabs, okay. Okay, so it's very funny. This is a little bit technical. We draw the mangroves, okay, all the coastal elements, mangroves, typhoon, sea levels, okay, human activities all together. And they are interact with each other, very complicated, okay. Then we use a satellite, we use a remote sensing. The remote sensing can be satellite remote sensing, can be drones, airplane, or can be on the ground. We use sensors to monitor these things and then connect them together to identify whether one is affecting another one, whether one decreases just because another one. Okay, so we also develop like deep learning models. Nowadays, we want to investigate the relationship. We need to use a lot of data. This is also what we are doing. We collect a lot of data, you see, from the ground, from the sky, and also from the space. For such big data, we need to use deep learning, okay? Deep learning, just like ChatGPT. We hope one day we can develop a model like ChatGPT, but ChatGPT basically can analyze the word, sentence, or pictures. We hope we can analyze satellite images so that to identify the issues related to coastal sustainability. This is what we just published. It's published already last year. So we identified this is in Hong Kong, you see, Hong Kong and the distribution of mangroves. In the government have a record of 60 sites, 61 sites that have mangrove in Hong Kong. But in our result, we have 73. So we have more than 100 hectares, around 100 hectares more than the government. You see, this is AFCD. It's 600 plus hectares, but in our result, it's 700. So we identify some, and then we send to the government. Okay, this government take it very serious. And then they invite us to the government to report to them, identify which places you find mangrove but we don't have. And then they take out their data. And from last year, we already go out gradually from one place to one place. And in 90% of the places, there are really mangroves there. But most of the places are private, okay, private land. Even some of them, the local people tell us, here already have mangroves 50 years ago because of sea level rise. Because sea level rise, the salted water, the seawater come, so they cannot plant the crops. So they leave it, and then it changed to mangroves. Okay, but you see, seems the mangrove is growing, but actually our mangrove is decreasing. Okay, so this is one place we go out, and we can check. So one of the major thing me and my student are doing in the field is to identify what species. There are only 11 species. So you see, we put the name of the species here. Only 11 species. So we identify the species and make the record where they are. In the future, we hope we can make a platform showing the distribution of the species, and then that platform can open to the public. Then the public can click, then you see the species. Even some people, they are just living near the mangroves, but they don't identify. They cannot recognize the species. And even some of the species, actually, they are useful. For example, this is called AI. This species is useful to be used as a Chinese medicine that can cure the liver cancer. Okay, so some of them are very useful. Okay, some of them. Okay. We also analyze the reasons why they are changing, become more or less. One of them is sea level rise. Okay, sea level rise. Sea level rise is like our temperature. It's growing. Okay, it's rising or decreasing very slowly. Maybe every year just a millimeter. However, it can come up suddenly very high, that temperature. Okay. We say we want to control the temperature within 1 degree or 1.5 degree, but sometimes it can increase by several degrees just in one day. But in one day, it's already disastrous to many animals or plants. So this is what we really care. So we generate a very high resolution 3D models, coastal models. As you see, we can see the building, specific buildings of the whole Hong Kong. This study is also difficult for the larger area because in Hong Kong government open a lot of data set, collect a lot of data set and open. In other cities, okay, actually this is confidential data. So we can study in Hong Kong this, and then we do the sea level rise impacts also to mangroves, and of course in other like transportation to see. In the future, like in 100 years, whether our mangroves will decrease or increase. Now this is not confirmed. Some people say our mangroves will increase because just now the case in Hong Kong. The sea level rise, some places used to not be no mangroves, but they now become mangroves. However, if the case is that this is a mangrove area and behind that is the city, okay, or highway, the mangroves actually although mangroves can live with the seawater, but they can only live several hours one day. They cannot always live in the water. Okay, just several hours, like 8 hours, 9 hours, depending on their species. So the sea level rise come up, the mangroves will also die. Okay, so we also analyze the typhoon impacts, right? Typhoon impacts, sea level rise impacts, to see the different resilience, okay, of the coastal area. And just the end of last year, we published this in the Communications, Earth and Environment. For the first time, okay, this is the first time in the world we systematically address the urbanization impacts on mangroves. Okay, urbanization impacts on mangrove, like urbanization in the whole globe to mangroves. Okay, so lastly, just 2 pictures. Okay, one is every year. Okay, we go out. This is a Maipo area, so we can enjoy the beautiful thing. So every year I bring all the students. Okay, even bring my son. Even bring my son to identify the mangrove species. Okay, so this is what I would like to acknowledge, to thanks my group. Thank you so much.